Load shedding. No more power. South Africa, innit? This is my GTX 760 that I've been using to power my whole operation, like my whole channel, doing editing, and my whole computer is powered with this graphics card. It just tapped out today. It just literally died. It doesn't smell like anything burnt in it, but I've been using this graphics card for a while and I've been meaning to upgrade, but graphics card get really expensive, especially the new ones. Like I'm interested in buying like the GTX 1080. That's a really good card, or any recent ones. But I've been eyeing that one out because I know it might be slightly cheaper right now. But yeah, it literally died. So now I just have my computer with just a CPU to power all my tutorials and everything. So that is like, it's really bad. And now we don't have power anymore, and I was gonna create a video for you guys, a tutorial that I was gonna record, and now I don't have to do that anymore, and my graphics card died. And I promise you, to edit a video without the power of a graphics card like this one, it will take you ages to edit that video perfectly. I'm pretty sure if some of you guys have done video editing and you don't have a graphics card, you know what I'm talking about. And it's a problem because this is where all the calculations and all the processes happen. This is what carries the load of all the video editing, and especially the rendering when it's happening. So I'm really bummed, man. Now I have to get a new one, and it wasn't really my plan, and these are the things that happen, man. Today in this video I wanted to talk about how to reach out to bigger producers and how you can connect with them. But yeah, let's go sit on the couch quick and then we can continue. So something that I get a lot in my DM that a lot of producers ask me, like even today in the morning, I got a producer that asked me, yo bro, I would love to collaborate with you. And I know that a lot of producers want to collaborate with even a bigger producers than they are. And it's a good thing, it's okay, but I feel like most producers go about it the wrong way, you know? And what I mean by that is that the way you approach, you know, it's like approaching a girl. You don't just approach a girl and be like, I want you to be my girlfriend, you know, in their DM. It's rude, it's corny, and it doesn't show that you're serious with what you're doing. So I want to give you guys some tips on how you can approach collaborations, especially if you want to collaborate with like bigger, you know, like producers that are on a bigger platform and that have a bigger following, and that are on a bigger platform than you are, basically, because we're all just starting out and we want to work with people that are on a bigger level than us, right? So the first thing is to be formal, right? So what I mean by be formal is when I started my channel, I actually wanted to work with brands. Like you guys have seen some videos that I've done here on the channel where I have worked with like Akai, reviewed some products for brands and all that. So what I had to learn in that whole process is how to formally communicate with these brands and the representatives of these brands. You understand? So I couldn't just DM them and be like, yo, I have a channel with such and such subscribers, can we please work on something or collaborate? You know, they wouldn't really take that okay, or take that in the way that I thought they would take it, because it's not a casual conversation. They don't know me. So I had to create like a proposal. Okay, so a proposal is like, you know, you propose what you plan, and, you know, you give them your stats and how they can benefit from the collaboration and what you have in mind. So that's kind of what you want to try and figure out. So you can maybe create something like that where you create like maybe a text that you save and figure out how, you know, what you have to offer and how you can articulate it easily to someone that will make them interested in working with you. So what do you have to offer besides, you know, you just offering yourself and just saying, I'm here, I'm a producer too, let's work together? Because that's not anything someone is willing to just, you know, work with you just because you're a producer. You understand? Just because I can walk, it doesn't mean that now we must walk together with everyone else that's out there. Just because I'm a YouTuber, it doesn't mean that I now have to collaborate with every YouTuber out there. There has to be a form of exchange, a form of benefit that that comes with whatever is happening or whatever we'll be doing. So try and find value, try and find a way you can communicate and be formal with the person you want to communicate with. So my fiance is the one that is the best at communication, so she works on our proposals and everything to help me get to connect with these people in a nice formal way. So try and be as formal as you can, and try and find value that you can give to that person. Like, let's say for instance you want to work with a person like Black Coffee, for instance, because we know he's the biggest producer out here. Try and figure out a way that you can offer something to Black Coffee. We know he has money and he's rich and he has a lot of things more than some of us have, but try and find what you can offer. If you know that you're a dope producer, if you want to offer your music and your expertise in production, if you know that you're a good producer, then that's what you need to offer. Come up with a good idea for a song and then reach out to them or their people or whoever is in charge of the communication for Black Coffee and be like, hey, look, I have a really amazing song that I have made that I feel like Black Coffee would benefit from having. I feel like this is a really great song that Black Coffee can have. And after you do that, then, you know, if Black Coffee maybe gets to then listen to that song, it will spark some interest, and then he will feel like, okay, I need this song, bro. Like, this song is like really nice. I feel like I really need to have this song in my library. So let me collaborate with this artist, you know. So remember, first impressions last the longest. So your first impression has to be respectful, and it's going to be the impression that lasts the longest. So whatever value that you have is gonna make sense. If you have, maybe by any chance you have a following, like you have amazing marketing skills, let them know off the bat. Don't just send a message in DMs and just say, oh, let's collaborate, I want to collaborate with you, but without stating off the bat what exactly you're trying to bring to the table in terms of that collaboration. So think about that first. So that's kind of how these collaboration things work, you know. So figure out what value you can offer the person that you want to collaborate with, and be as formal as you can and be as nice as you can, and then see how you can collaborate. And also just try and network as much as you can, because most people, when they're on a bigger level, they have managers. They don't work on their own. Meaning that if you send them a DM, like if you send a big DJ or a big producer DM, they're not going to respond because they are not in charge of their DMs. You understand? It's other people that they will ignore their DMs unless if it's a person they know, because they probably get like 1 million DMs a day. So they ignore them, and yours will just be, you know, pushed down by other people's DMs. So try and just make sure that, you know, you give value and be formal, so that when they see your message or when they see your proposal, they know exactly what are your intentions of the collaboration. And then if it's a link to maybe the idea of a song that you had for them, you know, that will draw their attention to the collaboration and get them interested and excited about the collaboration, they can know exactly what to expect. So that's kind of how I look at, you know, the collaboration thing when it comes to trying to collaborate with like people with a big influence than you. That's how I think you can approach it. Like personally, I try and collaborate with brands, and I've worked with brands already. For me, that's the placements that I try and reach out for. I'm not really trying to collaborate with a lot of other producers out there, because my job is to make content. My focus is to make content here on YouTube so that I can help you guys. So a collaboration with a brand for me will allow me to be able to do giveaways and things like that. But when I when I communicate with these brands, I must make sure that I tell them upfront how they can benefit from my channel. So if they're looking for maybe sales on their new product, or just looking for exposure on the new products, I need to let them know that these are my stats. I get such and such views off every video every month. And if I make a video about this product for you, I can guarantee that you'll get this much views, and that can convert into sales for you, you know. And every company is looking for a return on investment. So if they invest in the collaboration with me, they need to, to get a return from that investment and get something from it. We all need something from something. We're all not gonna take our time to collaborate or work on something without getting something out of it. So just think about it in that way. I hope that really helps. So just try and use these tips to communicate and try and find ways to collaborate with other producers or other artists, and even brands themselves and such and things like that. But if you have any other tips that you want to add to this, drop them down below. I know these videos where I just talk don't really do well because people just want to see me in FL Studio, and I get that, but I hope whoever watches this and enjoys this can find that it's really helpful in a way that will help you to find a really good collaboration. And I hope you get success in your music and your endeavors. So I'll see you guys in my next video. If you're not subscribed here on the channel, make sure you subscribe down below, and also drop this video a like if you liked it. I am going to put on the radio now and listen to some radio and chill because it's load shedding, as I said. And I'm gonna see y'all later. So the power's back, and I just finished editing this video you just watched without my graphics card. It's right here in my hand. And do you see how much time it's gonna take to finish rendering this video that you just watched? That's like a whole hour of me waiting for this thing to finish rendering.